All right. Good evening. Good morning, I should say. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm in my pajamas, and I realize that an obnoxious amount of people don't actually know how to deploy their own server. They constantly look for solutions like HostGator, GoDaddy, all these other terrible cPanel things. cPanel is terrible, especially if you're getting into software development or PHP or any sort of database administration involving MySQL, and you're using HostGator. Terrible option, and you should really be using some sort of cloud solution. There's a million clouds out there, different cloud providers. Personally, I love DigitalOcean as it's very simple. It uses like a very simple VM model. It's not like all separate little services like AWS. AWS is great, but for me, DigitalOcean is perfect. DigitalOcean, like I said, uses a VM model, virtual machine model. So basically, you deploy a virtual machine with allocated resources and an operating system. You pick your operating system. So DigitalOcean's obviously all Linux or BSD operating systems, and we're going to get started. So I just created a fresh DigitalOcean account just for the purposes of this demonstration, and I'm going to hit create. We're going to do, first off, we're going to be doing a LAMP stack. So we're going to do a Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. We're going to be using Ubuntu 18, which is the latest version of Ubuntu, the long-term service. Just to go over that with you. So Ubuntu releases LTS versions, which means long-term support versions, and what that means, so if you check out this chart right here, I'll tell you how long basically they're gonna plan on supporting these LTS versions. So if you notice over here, anything with LTS is long-term support. Anything not is like a stepping stone between. So right now we're at 18, and so you'll have updates and support until 2023, a little bit into 2023 by using 18, and you can always upgrade. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start. We're going to go to droplets over here. I just logged in DigitalOcean. Make sure you sign up, get an account. As soon as you sign up, it's going to make you put in a credit card. It's very cheap too. So for the month, for all you need is $5. That's it. It's $5 a month, and it's your own server. It's your own. Think of a dedicated server. If you bought $150 a month dedicated server, that's what this is. You have full control of it. You get to send your own commands. You get to manage it. It's a lot easier. I know it's intimidating at first, especially if you're coming from cPanel or Webmin or one of those GUI based things. But once you get used to this, I guarantee you'll never go back to cPanel again. So right over here, we're going to create a droplet. They call their VMs droplets, and we're going to choose Ubuntu. You can select any of these other ones here. Most enterprise things would either be Red Hat, which is CentOS is like the free version of Red Hat. Fedora is like the developmental version of Red Hat. FreeBSD is it's a Unix based, it's a BSD operating system, and Debian is actually what Ubuntu is based off of. So we're going to want Ubuntu over here because Ubuntu is very easy, especially if you run into a problem and you're not really a system admin. You're like me, you're more of a programmer, and you want to you just need to find an answer or some kind of bug. They have a great community. It's very easy to find things. So we're going to Ubuntu, and always use 64-bit. There's no need for you to be on 32-bit. So 1804, which is, the long-term support, 64-bit. Size. The $5 a month one is perfect. It's more than enough. And trust me, you'll see that. If you build your software right and you do this right, you don't need more than this unless you're doing major scaling. You're trying to, you have a website that's going to hit 20,000 users every 5 minutes. A friend of mine just built a very popular gaming site. He has well over 1,000 visitors a day and his own custom CMS, and he uses this $5 a month droplet, and that's it. Perfect. It's actually, people compliment the speed because, one, it's not WordPress, and two, you don't have any of the overhead of all the abstractions from cPanel and or shared servers. When you're on GoDaddy or you're on a HostGator, you're getting a shared server. There's a lot of other people on that server, and the resources aren't allocated to where you get enough dedication. Like here, you are dedicated 25 gigabytes of storage. You are dedicated 1 terabyte of transfer. You're dedicated 1 gigabyte of memory. That means you have a gigabyte. No one else can interfere with that gigabyte. And that CPU, you also have one virtual CPU. So we're going to go over here. So after we select our droplet, select it. Our operating system, select it. We're going to go here to so enable backups. You can enable backups. I believe it's $4 a month to enable backups. That means every week it basically just takes a snapshot of your virtual machine, which means you can literally just duplicate your virtual machine a million times. So if you get this set up once really well, you can copy your virtual machine or clone it, or you can pull it from a backup. If you're like, hey, something's not right, but it worked a week ago, you can just pull it from a backup, keeps it there. Block storage on DigitalOcean is like think of like connecting an external hard drive to your computer. You have like a block where you can actually like have a lot of space on there if you want to add a volume. Like, you know, you can add a 100 gigabyte block to it. Like think of like adding like a 100 gigabyte external hard drive and all the way up here. It's all redundant. You don't have to worry about that. We're not gonna add that at all. We're no. How do I? No, I don't. No, I don't want to add block storage. How do I not add? Oh, okay, I'll remove volume. There we go. All right, cool. Now region. This is like where the data center is located. The best thing to do is data center closest to you. They automatically select them. It doesn't really matter. New York 3 actually is by me. Actually, I think they have like issues in there. So we're doing New York 1. There's nothing better than New York 1. Perfect. You have private networking, which means like say you start another VM in the same region, you can use an internal IP address, like a private network that's inside their data center, so you have like instant transfers between the two droplets or VMs. You can enable IPv6. You know, I'm not going to. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. You can add SSH keys because we're going to be logging in and managing it through SSH. So that's really it. So just $5 a month droplet. The operating system Ubuntu 18, this data center, and let's just give it a name. You have to just have some sort of name. We're just going to leave it. Doesn't matter. Just make sure it's dashes. One droplet. Perfect. Create. All right, great. So it's creating this droplet. And now when the droplet's done being created, I'm going to get a password sent to my email. So I'm going to show. Obviously you'll be able to view the root password. I don't care. I'm deleting this right afterwards. So feel free to try it. I really don't care. Once this is done, you'll get the right over in here. This is a burner. Email. So I really don't care. All right, let's see. Takes a second or two, and this. No. And we'll select this guy over here. Perfect. Make it, you know what? I realize that my fat head is in the way of this screen, so I'll move you out of the way there. Wow, this is taking a little extra time to create a droplet here, huh? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. But yeah, like it's provisioning space and all that. And their data center. Lovely. Okay, cool. So now we have a dedicated IP. So basically, like I said before, this is a dedicated server. You have your own IP, a dedicated IP. So this doesn't change. There's nobody else on this IP address. This IP address is yours and yours only. So we go here, and right off the bat, new droplet created, Ubuntu, SEO, whatever. So this is the IP address, the username, and the root password. So this means we say we wanted to actually like connect a monitor, mouse, and keyboard into this droplet and into this machine, and then log in. This would be the login. Because we're remotely, and because this server is obviously hosted in a data center somewhere, we don't have access to it, so we have to access it remotely. There's a couple ways of doing it. The best way to do it is through SSH, but if you ever need to, say SSH doesn't work for some reason, you can always on DigitalOcean go into the droplet, click on Access, and then launch Console. And Console will open up in a new window. I'll grab it over here. And it's literally like you're in front of the screen. You can type into the console. We don't need to do that. We're going to grab Putty. Putty's a lot easier. So just it's Putty, Putty. Just Google it. Here you go. Download Putty, a free SSH client, and just download Putty right here. We'll get the installer version. I already installed it, but yes, so 64-bit Putty installer. Run the file. When it's done being installed, it looks like this. Putty, I already have it installed. So it just comes to the screen. It's very simple. I usually use Apple. Sorry, I'm a little thirsty. It's very late. 1 second. But on Windows, yeah, SSH is this is the easiest way to do SSH on Windows. You can use GitHub tools, or I'm sorry, not GitHub tools. I mean Git tools. Don't crucify me for calling Git tools GitHub. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in our IP address here, copy and paste it in there, and we're going to just click on open. That's it. It's going to ask you if the server's host key is not. So basically, do you trust the certificate? Yes. Lovely. Login is, our username is root. So now in Linux, if you have a root, if your username is actually root, like that means like you could do whatever the hell you could delete the entire main the joke is like delete system32 on Windows, but like if you ever tried to, it wouldn't let you on Windows. Like it would be like, hey idiot, you can't do that. Well, if you're root on Linux and you wanted to delete like a major system file, you kind of can. All right, so we're gonna log in as root, R-O-T, and then password. Now, to copy and paste into PuTTY on Windows, all you have to do is right-click it on the window. So I'm going to highlight this password. I'm going to right-click and hit copy. I'm going to go here, and all I'm doing is just touching my right-click on the window. That's it. I touched right-click, hit enter, and it'll log me in. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So when you first log in, it's going to make you change the root password. It's going to ask first for your current password. So I'll right-click again, just touch the right-click, and hit enter. Now enter a new password in. The new password is going to be 1234. 1234. Our secure. You must choose a longer password. Okay, so I'm going to right-click, copying this password in again, and I'll just add 1234 to the end of it. So it'll be the root password they sent me plus 1234. Dunzo. Lovely. And now what I mean by right-click, because you can't like visually see a password when you're typing it in. So let me right-click here. That's what you get. So this is really just me typing in right-click. That does nothing. Okay, so if you want to cancel something while you're in this, use Control-C. So, like, literally, like, so, I'll show you my keyboard here. So, literally, Control-C will just, cancel whatever's going on. So, if you're, and if you, hit the up key, like, literally, just the up key, that will put in your last command. Obviously, you can see that. It doesn't matter. So, up key gives you your last command. You would enter, and obviously command not found, but yeah, so up gives you, and you can like scroll through them. So if you you can hit up a few times and go through your commands. Back over here so you can see my fat ugly face. All right, cool. So we'll Control-C out of that new line. Also, if you type in clear, it as you can see, just jumps up here. So we're logged in here. There's nothing on this right now. So if you try to go to this IP address in your browser, you get nothing because there's nothing. It's basically someone just installed an operating system, and that's it. So what I have done is I compile these files here, these server install files, and I'm going to take you through it. I'm actually going to upload the server install file to somewhere like a paste bin or something, so that way you'll be able to download it and use it however you like. All right, so just copy these commands in literally one by one. So we'll Control-C, go over here, right-click, sudo apt-get update, and I'll explain what that means while it does it. So sudo apt-get update is updating the list of repositories. So if you're coding and you use like npm package manager, or composer package manager, or yarn, or the that crate package manager from Rust, or there's a million of them out there. Well, Ubuntu has one in there, and it uses Aperture. It's called apt-get. That is what Ubuntu uses for their transfer. Let's see here. You want to know what? I think my issue is that I'm not on wireless. I'm on a terrible thing. Hold on, I'm just unplugging this. This might screw up the connection. I'm unplugging my Ethernet cable, so I default to wireless. This might actually disconnect me. We'll see. Yep. There we go. Okay, got disconnected. That's fine. Oh, it's coming back. Coming back. Okay, and we're on. All right. Okay, cool. We're good? We're still recording? Okay, awesome. All right. And this right here, obviously, see inactive up here? That means it disconnected. Like, it didn't even, like, wait a second to, like, you know, do the disconnect. All right, cool. So I'm going to exit off PuTTY. Go, this is command prompt, not PuTTY. Go back into PuTTY. And let's pull up my email again. And let's put that stuff in here. So, IP address, boom. Login is root. Much faster. Yeah, that's sad when your Wi-Fi is faster than your wired. But that's because I'm using that, like, Ethernet over power line. It's terrible. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, wait. I fucked up. Okay. Click back in here. I try to control V. If you try to control V, it's not, like, it's going to add in a weird character. I'll show you what I mean by that. Go into here. Lovely. Login as root. Password. All right. Like I said, we're going to copy this guy over here. And we will just right-click to paste. Oh, but it's wrong because I have to add 1, 2, 3, 4 at the end because I changed it. So once again, right-click 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're in. Okay, cool. All right, so I was showing you before. You right-click, Control-C, clear, and then apt-get update. Okay. It should be, yeah, a lot faster. All right. Which actually technically didn't really matter before because this is not going through my computer. So you'll notice there's so apt-get is the command for the package manager. Update is just update. Excuse me, the repositories. Now, in here, the next lines are upgrade and dist upgrade. This runs like your like when you do like Windows updates or Apple updates. That's actually runs like updates to the operating system or like any packages you have. So and I notice here I have the word sudo. So sudo means run it as root. Because I'm already logged in as root, I don't need sudo. But if you have it on there, it does nothing anyway. But say I make a user account on this machine as Mike, as me. So I say I log in as Mike at whatever this machine is. If I try to run apt-get update, it will say permission denied because I'm not the root user. But if I use the word sudo in front of it, it will ask me for my root password, my sudo password, and then it will run it as root on my behalf. So I'm going to run the upgrades, so that way we have all of our Windows upgrades. So Control-C, right-click, paste it in there, upgrade, and I'm hitting enter obviously like after I paste it in. Do you want to continue? Y to continue. Lovely. So Y enter. All right, and it's going to run these upgrades. Okay, great. And now we'll do a dist upgrade. Afterwards, I'm just have it copied on deck. We'll wait for this. Takes forever. It's actually not too bad. Come on. Shame. Usually DigitalOcean's a little bit faster than this. Usually it's like friggin' lightning fast. I guess because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they're probably rolling updates or doing some kind of updates or whatnot on the New York data center. I have to wake up in like 3 hours to go to work, to go code for many hours. I'm gonna be shot. I did take a nap though, so that's awesome. All right, let's see. I can adjust this so you don't see my wooden door. What? It's 2:30 in the morning. 2:29 to be exact. Why don't you go to bed? Oh, you want me to turn the light off? Okay. Good night. I'm turning the fan off. You want the fan on? I'm turning the fan off. I hate the fan. Okay, go to sleep. What? After I do this. But I didn't realize how many people don't know how to fucking, do this. Because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna fucking... Because if I don't do it now, I won't do it at all. So I have to do it now. Yes, because the idea came to me right now, so I have to do it now. And then I'll go to bed. As soon as this is done, I am uploading it to YouTube and I'm going to sleep.
Set your alarms.
You are right. Okay, so all right, cool.
You have your phone or your phone?
My phone's over there being charged.
You want me to put your alarms?
If you'd like. Start them at, I have 6:43 in the morning. So, and then just hit them all down the row. So 6:43, and then all the alarms down to 9 a.m. My God, this is taking forever. I've never had this before. This is not a, like... Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? These used to be lightning fast. This is a fresh install too. Like, you know, you would think update RC warning. Start and stop actions are no longer supported. It's like the part I hate about fucking open source software. You know, people are just like, hey, I'm gonna just not do that. We're just gonna deprecate it. That's no longer what we support. Just decide, no, just fucking pull it out your ass. The fuck you decide to deprecate and whatnot for some weird fucking reason. That's why I hate JavaScript. I think the entire JavaScript community needs to fucking burn. There needs to be like an apocalypse for the JavaScript community. Fucking, you can learn you can learn everything right now. Every fucking framework and library, everything about fucking NPM right now. Tomorrow morning, everything will be fucking different. Oh yeah, last night we decided to push this update that yeah, that doesn't work anymore. Good luck. Have fun. Oh my goodness, come on. Holy shit, what is this? Like, of course, the one time I want to record it, it's going to take fucking 45 minutes to run a goddamn update. Yeah, guys, don't use cPanel. This is just so much better. Yeah, fuck my advice, yeah. No, trust me, guys, it's so much better. I fucking feel like an idiot right now. But no, trust me, it really is better. You will see. I know this is stupid and it's taking fucking forever for no reason. Actually, if this keeps taking forever, I'm deleting this DigitalOcean Droplet and we're starting a new one. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get a shitty droplet from them. It happens, you know? Like, this should not take this long. This is fucking ridiculous. Holy crap! You want to know what? I think it's them. I think we're going to cancel this. We're just going to... This is way too long. This is absolutely... Let's see. Let's see the graphs here. Look at this. Oh my God. They really... I don't know. Maybe they are going to shit. You know, they got a new CEO, DigitalOcean, and maybe their CEO just really sucks. I don't know, but fucking... Bring back Ben. Confirm, delete, get the fuck out of here, get out of my life. Alright, create droplet. Alright, fuck New York, fuck that shithole of a fucking state. And let's do $10 a month. Let's give them the extra money, maybe, because their new CEO's from like Citrix, and Citrix is like, you know, obviously not open source. It's, you know, fucking very expensive fucking enterprise software. So maybe he wants a little more money. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they fucking throttled everything that was great about DigitalOcean because fuck you. Okay, great. San Francisco. San Francisco 2 data center. And fuck it. We'll do Ubuntu San Fran. Create. Oh, look at that. I don't know. Never mind. Oh, that was way different than New York. Oh, get the hell out of here. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that. There we go. Oh, my... Fucking 1,000 times better. You know what? Fuck the shit fucking state of New York. Really. You know what the worst part is? It's like... DigitalOcean, like, claims that, like, NYC1 is in the same data centers, like, in the same building as Google, but... Still. Fucking... That's fucking horseshit. Alright, cool. We're going to redo everything I just did. Ignore the last fucking 24 minutes of the broadcast here. Alright. Log in. Yes. Log in is root. There's gonna be some fucking asshole I know commenting. You know, you should use the SSH key. This is all wrong. You can't do it. Okay, current password. Right click to copy. All right, we're gonna right click again, and we're just gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're in. So we're going to run those updates again. Get these screens a little organized here. All right. I hope you guys can see. I don't know, like, you know, what kind of quality this is going to upload as. Like a fucking. Hope it uploads somewhat decently. All right. Update. Yeah, look at that. See, actually, the best data center, in my experience in DigitalOcean, is New York 2. New York 2 data center is fucking amazing. New York 1 was good. New York 3 always sucks. There's always a problem on DigitalOcean's New York 3 data center. Always a problem. Like, every time you see, like, a fucking thing, like, update, like, on the top there, it's like, we're having problems at the New York 3 data center. I think they're actually not even New York 3. I think New York 3 is actually in Clifton, New Jersey, which is, like, around the block for me. Throw a rock there. Which would make sense why they're having issues. All right. We're running the upgrades. Look at this. Fucking 6,000 times fucking faster than the other shit. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It took us like 15 minutes to get to that. Start and stop actions are no longer supported. Falling back to defaults. It's like weird. It's like, you know, like I just installed the new long-term. So I just did update and then upgrade, and their own fucking shit is saying that, you know, like there's no extra. This is like a raw fucking Ubuntu 18 server, you know, install. I believe that DigitalOcean actually adds their own repos, though. I think like the it pulls from like their own, like the repositories. Where I think like if here, I'll do that thing I showed you before. So you click into here, like you use the up key to, like, you know, like scroll through the command. So update, see like mirrors.digitalocean.com. Usually that's like you know, like this right here is the Bionic version they call it. That's the code name for Ubuntu 18 is Bionic. So usually it's like bionic.ubuntu.com, but I guess, you know, DigitalOcean adds their own shit in for some reason. It's not bad, you know, it's kind of cool they contribute that way, but maybe that's the issue here. All right, you can't fucking control V. All right, dist upgrade. Yes, 164 megabytes of upgrades or updates. Here you go. So that's what I mean. Like mirrors.digitalocean.com, Ubuntu, Bionic, -update. Okay. 1,000 times faster than New York. Fucking clear indication. I know, like, someone's like, well, you selected the bigger droplet for this one, but it's like, I'm fucking running updates. Like, I don't think... Like, here. Okay, yeah. All right, so, sometimes you get this shit when you do updates. You know, it's fucking stupid. Like, it's one of these things I actually hate about fucking Ubuntu is, like, this part right here. Like, it's a fucking VM, and it's, like, worried about the goddamn, like, grub menu list, like, which is a grub bootloader, which is like if you had multiple operating systems installed, which we fucking don't. All right, so keep the local version installed. Just hit enter. That's it. It's going to give you like 6 fucking more times. Weird. It's their latest fucking release, and already that's up there. Maybe this new Ubuntu release is a fucking disaster. Well, it is. It pretty much is a disaster, because in my eyes, you'll see what I mean. There's a couple things you have to install that really suck to install. Okay. Right. That was what the hell I just do? I installed Apache. Okay. Remember I showed you before if you went to the IP address, like nothing would show? Well, I just installed Apache. Apache is part of the LAMP stack. That's the A in LAMP stack. That's Linux, Apache, MySQL. That's your HTTP server. So when you go on your fucking web browser and you type in HTTP whatever, that's the part that it sends the request to. That's the part that serves that the response to that request. So we type this in here. Boom, Apache 2 default Ubuntu page. So that's installed. The thing is that's just HTML. So this will only like basically serve up like, you know, files to you. You won't run any code. So right now if you put PHP on here, like if you uploaded a PHP file to the server, it would really suck. So like for instance, like right now, all of the files for Apache that it hosts are stored in /var//w. So now, here's a Linux command. So, in Linux, in order to go inside of a directory, like through the command line, use the command cd, and then the directory you want to go into. So /var/www. And now see over here, you know, I'm in that folder, and then use the ls to list everything in that directory. HTML. And also if you do ls-la, that'll show all the hidden files and the permissions for those files. So here, you know, so let's cd into HTML, because I'm already in there now. So cd into HTML, ls. So in here we have index.html. Now, in order to edit things within here, there's a program that comes default. It's called Nano Text Editor. I don't use Vim. Vim is fucking stupid. Like, I don't have the... I'm totally probably on the autism spectrum, but I'm not autistic enough to, like, get fucking Vim. Like, that's just ridiculous. We have, like, way better solutions now than fucking Vim. Nano is all you need. So nano index.html. Now, if I was using like a regular user, like instead of root, I'd have to put sudo nano index.html. And right in here, this is that page we're looking at right now. That page. So let's fucking go through it here. Here, we'll take the. Hey, you tired over there?
Yeah, sorry, I had to let that go.
It's all good. So let's here, this thing says it works. No, I don't want to change that because that seems like it's down. All right, here we go. This is a ball. All right, Apache default thing. And now, in order to exit after you've edited something in Nano, ready? Control X. So Control X. And now it's going to ask you, save the modified buffer. And yes, so that means we modified the file. So all you do is type in Y. And if you don't want to, you just hit no. And then enter. Or if you didn't even want to try this command at all, you just hit C and it'll cancel the whole thing. So you hit C. Enter. Oh. The hell did I do? Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. It was Control C that cancels it. Okay, so Control X. Yeah, see that little dot up in there in the C. So if you typed in C, it would do nothing. But if you hit Control C, it would cancel. That's my bad there. So Control X to exit. And now if I you hit Y, yes. And now it's going to ask you to write the same file name. And yes, so we're just going to override that file name. If you add something to it, it's going to make a new fucking file. We don't want to do that. We're going to override the same file. So enter. Boom. Done. Now... go in here and refresh. There we go. Default thing, that thing we just did here. Let's remove it. So now, in order to delete something in Linux, you use the command rm, and if you want to delete a folder, you add some rm-rf. So let's do a rm index.html, and now ls. It's gone. It's not in the friggin' folder anymore. So refresh. Look at that. Nothing. Well, let's create a new file. So if you just type in nano and then index.html, it'll just create it if it doesn't exist. So we'll just put like h1 here. I'm going to put like LMAO. Control X, Y, enter. Oh, see, under different file name, because I fucked up because my fat fingered it, hit Control C to cancel. Get rid of that, and then enter. Donezo. Now, if I refresh, I got LMAO. All right, cool. All right, we don't care about that anymore. That solves nothing. This is fucking nothing of what I said I was going to show you guys. Okay, so we have Apache 2 installed. We're going to install these other things here, which just install like packages that make life 1,000 times easier. Oh. By the way, if you're on Mac, if you're like on Apple or like Linux, the command to do like so you don't need putty on Linux or Apple. You just need what do you call it? You just use this command. So SSH and then root at. This is just gonna run its thing. It's like we won't care about that. There should be like no prompts. The IP address. and then just run this in your terminal on Mac or your terminal on Linux if you have a Linux operating system, and you hit enter, and then you'll basically end up it'll just do this. That's you're good to go. Or if you have Git tools installed like this right here, this is Git tools. One over here. This is kind of like a sudo thing. So I wonder if I can so you copy in here. If you paste, what's the paste like? So Shift Insert is the paste command on this, and you do this right here. Hit yes. We throw that password in here, which is actually I'm gonna put this in this sheet over here. Boom. 1 2 3 4. Save that sheet here. Done. And we go here to Git Tools. And if I were to Shift Insert to paste it, enter, and look at that. I'm logged into the same friggin' thing as that. So this is basically just two logins. This one's going through Putty. This one's going through Git Tools. I don't really care. All right. So we're in here. We installed Build Essential. Locate, I don't even know if it'll work on Ubuntu 18, but locate is like a global find. You can use like the find command, but like locate's, I don't know. Fuck locate. There's no need for you to install locate. You don't fucking need. Actually, you know what? It is useful. Never mind. We'll install it. It's helped me out many times instead of using the find command. The find command's a little unintuitive. It's very useful, but like if you just need to find something really quick, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Now sudo update db, this line 9 over here. This just updates the indexing database for locate. So like, it indexes all the files. So if like right now you were trying to locate something like locate index .html, there you go. These are everything with fucking index.html. It locates globally. All right, so now we're going to over here. We're not going to copy this whole line. See, anything that I put on this file with a comment usually has like a coding comment kind of thing in here. So sudo nano this right here, which is the Apache 2 configuration file. So we're going to edit this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom of the page. See, I have over here, add this to the bottom of the file. So you just use the page down or up keys to go through a file really quick. So over here, see, I have a page up, page down. Oh, page up, page down. So if I do page down, oh, that's the wrong one. I have to click in this window. Page down. You can go through the file really quick. Page up, page down. That's like, all right, cool. You know what, like, the worst part is, like, I was going to, I was actually fighting with one of those, like, key show things where it, like, would show you what keys I hit. It did not work out. Fucking, I think, like, Windows 10's updater is, like, just a little ridiculous now. All right, add this to the bottom of the file. Server name, 127.0.0.1. This isn't even necessary. It's just, like, sometimes when you reboot Apache and you don't have a server name, it gets really weird. Right-click to paste is always the same thing. Control-X. Y, enter, done. Okay, now we're going to install PHP. So this entire line here is all the PHP libraries that like work with it. So we have like PHP command line, PHP CGI, Common, curl, GD, which are the image libraries, MySQL, which is like all the MySQL libraries, a connection pair, dev, JSON. We're going to throw that in here. Boom. Yes. Install all those libraries. Yeah, you can just put them all in a row if you want. Like you can like put technically all of these in a row, like PHP get text. I have them separate because I've had issues in the past. So it's like sometimes like say like one of these libraries can't be installed, so you can't find it. It will like cancel out the rest of the libraries in the line sometimes. Like it's fucking fickle. So I just have these over here because this thing right here, I don't know, the latest version of PHP. Sometimes one of these works, one of these doesn't. I forgot, so I just leave them all in there. Because if it doesn't work, it just says can't fucking install. So I'd rather that than like miss it. All right. Lovely. That's installed. Now we have PHP installed and Apache. So like I have PHP Apache too. So that means like well technically I never reinstalled Apache. So like. If I am rm index.html and I I sudo nano. It's I need to sudo. We're going to do nano index.php. And I did like go yo mama. And I refresh this. Okay, cool. So PHP is installed because it reads that. If it wasn't installed, you would actually just get the code file. So that's kind of cool. I guess it rebooted it. What the fuck you call that? I guess it rebooted Apache for you. It's getting late. I'm fucking tired. All right, let's get this show on the road here. Install get text. Right. The following package is automatically installed is no longer required. Okay, great. So thanks for fucking changing that. Okay, let's try this guy. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's something we need over there, huh? And we have PHP MB string. Okay, great. All right, lovely, done. All right, so the next thing is unzip because we need to unzip things, specifically Phpmyadmin. So we're gonna uninstall the unzip tool. All right, install software properties -common. This right here is to like add repos, so like the package manager can pull a package from that repo. Okay, so it's already fucking installed. Great. So this right here adds we're going to use MariaDB. So MariaDB is MySQL, just a way better fucking version of it. It's just drop-in replacement. There's nothing different you have to fucking do for MariaDB. It uses everything the same. It's just 1,000 times better than shitty MySQL. It's fucking MySQL, but like continued open source development instead of the Oracle bullshit. All right. Sudo app, so it's going to add those keys to that repo. Lovely. I think it may verify. Hey, you sure you want to do this? Wait a minute here. Just going to verify. Lovely. Signed. Dunzo. All right. And we're going to... I'm sorry, now we add the repository here. And we use MariaDB 10.1. Don't use 10.2 or 10.3, even though they're stable and they're released. They change things they shouldn't have changed, and it actually makes things a bit of a pain in the ass. Like, they're a little too strict on certain things. For instance, like, if you're adding in, like automatically updating timestamps, or, like, I don't know, I had issues with it. I totally forgot what the issues were. All fucking bad. But I did have issues. Okay, what did I do? What was my last thing I did? Okay. Okay, we're add the repository. It's a long one. Make sure you get the whole thing. All right. But now that we added it, we need to update our repositories, like I showed you before. Get update. And all of a sudden, boom, we have, see the, I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, here we go, MariaDB 10. So it's part of the updates now. So now we're going to install MariaDB server. Now over here, enter in a root password for root user. So now the MySQL, or MariaDB in this case, you can even use like you can type in MySQL in this and it'll fucking run. This right here requires a root password. So like it's like a root user, like an operating system. So yes, and we're gonna go to strong password generator. Here we go. What I like to do is first wait for this fucking thing to load. Jesus Christ, because you're loading more fucking ads. Okay, length 25. Include punctuation, avoid programming punctuation. And generate password. Alright, cool. That looks good to me. I like to try to make sure the password doesn't have like a special character in the beginning, because sometimes it gets weird when you do that. Alright, so I'm going to make a little note here. This is my root password. You probably shouldn't document this. I know some dickhead right now who's going to be like, oh, I can't believe he's doing this. No, he wrote down his root password. This is insanity. Fuck off. Okay, up. Okay, that didn't work. All right, you can up, down. Like up these. I'm just hitting up, down keys. My little keys I was showing you before. Right click to paste it in. Down button, down like the down arrow, and then hit enter. Donezo. Repeat again. So click that in, click down, and then OK. That's the root password now. It's going to do its thing. It's going to install, and we have a fucking database. So I have PHP and MySQL. So I have Linux, Apache, and MySQL. So we have the whole fucking stack installed. But that's not very fun now, is it? Ugh. Well, let's get off this thing, because I don't want these fucking ads on there. Fuck that guy and his fucking ads. Holy shit. Okay, we installed. Thank God. Okay. So, this right here runs the secure installation. Like, it just, I don't fucking know. We just run it. It's going to give you, it's going to prompt you to do shit. We're just going to do it. These are the prompts right here. Enter the root password. Do not change the root password. Allow root user to log in remotely. I know some fucking guy is spurging out right now at this one. The root user could log in remotely. I just let it. Fuck it. Who cares? Like no one's hacking this right now. Anybody? No one gives a shit. All right, we're gonna run it. Okay. Enter root password. This is my root password that I just made. We're going to Control C and click onto this window. Right click, and it's in. Change root password. Fucking no. Remove anonymous users. Yes. Disallow root login remotely. No. I want him to log in remotely. Remove test database and access to it. Sure. Reload privilege tables now. Fucking sure. Great. Okay, now we're going to install Phpmyadmin, which you've seen on cPanel. If you click on like manage your MySQL database, Phpmyadmin comes up and that gives you that GUI for that database. We're going to install Phpmyadmin in a much better version than what fucking cPanel gives you. I'm going to blow your fucking mind right now. Okay, cool. The issue is that Ubuntu 18, I guess, fucked this up. So we have to do a bit of a thing here. So we're going to do this. Yes. You're going to see. I don't know. Maybe you might not have to do this, but I just do it. So web server. I have here, so like Apache 2 for first prompt and leave password field blank for second prompt. All right, so in here, Apache 2, just hit enter. It's going to ask you for, just don't. It's just going to generate a user called Phpmyadmin on the MySQL database itself, like the MySQL privilege table. It's going to create Phpmyadmin and just use it in the background. It's probably stored in fucking plain text somewhere, probably. Like, who fucking knows? Who gives a shit? Configure database, sure. See this right here? So, like, please provide a password for Phpmyadmin to register with a database server. If left blank, a random password will be generated. That's good enough for me. You generate your own fucking password. Have fun. Done so. All right. Okay, we installed that. Now, if we want to access it in Apache, like by going to /phpmyadmin, whereas right now, like, if you try to go to, like right now here, so first off, we'll still have Yo Mama, but if you try to go to /phpmyadmin, you ain't getting shit. So we got to add this. So we got to go to sudo nano apache 2 conf, which we were in before. We'll use the arrow keys to go down. We added that line at the bottom before, and we're going to add this now here. So include this file. We're going to include this little guy. Dunzo. Enter. We have to restart the Apache server. So anytime you make a change to Apache, you have to like either restart it or reload it. We're just going to restart it. So sudo, I don't have to type in sudo. I just fucking force a habit. So sudo service Apache 2 restart. So sudo the service you're trying to restart. Sudo. We're going to restart our service, the service name, and the action you'd like to do. So stop, start, or restart. Restart. Done. Now if I hit refresh, we get Phpmyadmin. The only issue is this is not going to work right because Ubuntu 18 and only fucking God knows what would happen really sucks. So we got to do a bit of a thing here. So over here, I have this fix for the thing, which I actually found on Stack Overflow because I guess a lot of people are having issues. So we're going to go to, we're going to CD into user share. So just, when you CD, so if I should CD, type in CD, it's going to take me, see this little tilde here, this little fucking thing here that's like above your tab key, this little guy. If you type that in, that's your home directory. So whatever user you're logged into, this also counts for pretty much any Linux distro or Mac OS. So that counts as like your home directory. So it's like if I go to here /documents, which I don't think a root user has a documents folder. Or we just go to like here, cd ls, right? Nothing in that, right? So, but if I just hit cd, it'll automatically do that too. See, this is the folder I'm in. This is my root folder. And technically, I'm just in cd/root. ls is the same fucking folder. But now if I go to cd/, this is the root directory of the actual computer, like the whole thing. So now if I hit ls, you have everything here. So you have all your shit here. So where was that? So we're going to cd/user/share. So, cd, god damn it, cd/user/share. ls. Well, actually here, we'll have Phpmyadmin. Well, guess what? We're going to fucking remove it. Now, just, so if, if I, like I showed you before, so rm Phpmyadmin, it's not going to work. We can't remove it. It's a directory, so you have to do rm-rf. Now, by the way, I use my arrow keys to navigate in the line. I use my arrow keys a lot and my delete keys. All right, cool. So ls. So now if we try to go here, what the fuck? Okay, cool. So we have to just re-download it from the site. I don't know why the fuck it's not on the repo yet. All right, so we're gonna go to just look up Phpmyadmin, and we'll find the latest version. Phpmyadmin. And see this download thing here. So we're gonna right-click, copy link location. I think it's the same one I already have, and I'm just gonna replace the one I have in here with that. It's the same fucking one. Okay, doesn't matter. So we're gonna use the wget command to download this from Phpmyadmin's thing onto the server. So wget that, it's going to download it. Basically what that did was, say if I clicked this download here, that thing, that's just going to fucking download that. Just fucking does it in here. So now if I hit ls, there we go. It downloaded that zip file. So we have to unzip it. And that's why we installed the unzip thing. So we're going to unzip just this file right here. So copy, fucking paste it. Great. This is perfect. So ls. So I have the zip. I have that, but I still have no Phpmyadmin folder because it's still the same fucking name of the version. See, this is the Phpmyadmin folder. It's not going to fucking find that. We have to rename it. Thing is, in Linux, there's no rename command. You have to move the file to a different name. So, you would use mv, which is move the file name you want to move, and then the destination you want to move it to. So you just move the file into itself as a new name. And that's what I have here on this line number 44. So I have MV, the name of the thing, and where I want it to move. So we're going to copy this. And ls. There we go. Look at that. We moved it. We have a Phpmyadmin folder. So now we're going to cd into Phpmyadmin. We're just cd phpmyadmin. I have all these things here. I think I put every command, I'm pretty sure. That you would need to have on this sheet. So ls. Technically, if you open this, it'll probably get fucking weird because you're not connected to a database. We have to modify this file. So cd into the directory and then modify this file. So sudo nano. Excuse me. And we have find this line and change it to this one. So we'll just do this. We'll copy the whole. All right, all we're doing is changing the fucking configuration directory. Oh my goodness. All right, let's find the fucking thing. Configuration directory. There he is. I use arrow keys to navigate. So I up and down, page up, page down to the thing. All right, great. Configuration directory, and get there, and then just right click on it, and there we go. Control X. That's it. That's all we had to do in that file. Oh, and we have to make a directory for temporary, and we have to chmod it 777. All right, Asperger's guy. I know you shouldn't chmod 77. You're the only fucking user on this machine. It doesn't matter. If you had multiple users on this fucking machine, then it matters, but it doesn't because this is a dedicated machine. That's where 777 is bad. All right, lovely. All right, so now if we ls-la, we're good to go. All right, cool. All right, all right, perfect. Right, so share. Okay, see temporary folder. We made this. It's got all the permissions. It's so this right here is a little bit of Unix permission. Quick 5-second crash course. R is read. W is write, X is execute. And so, and then also here's like if it's a file or directory. So this is a directory, and I believe it's owner, group, and then user. Like so, whoever. So like the owner of the file has read, write, execute. The group has read, write, execute, and the user has read, write, execute. Don't quote me on that. It's probably fucking wrong. This right here is the person who owns it in the group. So this is the person, and this is the group that owns it. It's root. All right. Well, we fucking did that. So if we go to PHP, oh my god. So we're here. We're at Phpmyadmin. If we try to log in to our root, and what the hell is our root password? This was it. Go. Sure. And here we go. We have Phpmyadmin. We can fucking make new tables, and this is root. So if you make a new fucking table right here, so let's call this like salty balls. All right, and we make a nice thing here. Don't be a dick. UTF-8, MB4, and we do Unicode CI because it's 2018 and we want to support emojis and we don't care about general performance. So, salty balls, great. I can access it as root because we allow root to log in. But you really shouldn't fucking do that. You know, don't want to upset the Spurgs right now. So we're going to click on privileges. Great. We're going to fucking add a user account. Add a user account. There we go. All right, so let me just do it one more time. So you click on when you're in the database and you click on privileges, then you're adding a user to that database. See, users having access to salty walls. So here we go. So username is Jeb Bush. Host. Use localhost. Don't be a dick because we're only connecting it to local. So basically this just restricts this user to only be able to connect if it's within localhost, your system. Password. Generate the password. Here we go. That's the fucking we don't care about this. We'll delete this anyway. After you get, copy down that password. Grant all privileges on database, salty balls. These are global privileges. Don't do that because that allows you to globally, do shit to the entire instance. And you go. And now you have a user. So if you want to connect or Laravel, that's the user you use. Jeb Bush, whatever fucking password that was. And you go back here to user accounts. We'll delete Jeb Bush. Actually, I'm sorry. I think you have to click on it and then click drop. Or, yeah, there we go. Remove selected user. It's Phpmyadmin is fucking weird. There's something really great aspects to their UI, and there's a lot of crappy aspects to their UI. All right, so we have Phpmyadmin. We have fucking PHP installed. Okay, so, all right, so domains. Say you want to host 1 million fucking domains on this thing, right? You want to use something called, it's kind of like what cPanel does. It uses something called Apache virtual hosts. So that means this one IP address can host many fucking domains as you want by use of virtual host. So what we do is, hold on, where am I? Okay, I'm sorry. Before we do that, let's edit our PHP configuration file, just so we have all the latest shit, like anything that's good. I know fucking there's gonna be a guy right now fucking very upset with the way I configure my PHP. So we're gonna copy the name. So basically these are fucking system variables for PHP. So go in here. Control W, not Control F. Control W is how you find things in Nano. So Control W does search. You right click and you hit enter there. So it finds that part there. So session cookie lifetime is 0. That means if you had sessions, your fucking shit would expire as soon as you close the browser. So we do 3, 4, 5, 600, which is I don't know what, 5 or 6 days or some shit, because it's in seconds. And then garbage collection. So that's cookie lifetime. Then session garbage collection. So same thing. And also too, you can up down this one too. This little thing. And we'll do 3, 4, 5, 600. Lovely. Session garbage collection probability. I don't know why I exited off that file, but I did. All right, it saved all my shit. Okay, cool. I don't fucking. You can add these. You can. I think like this isn't even like you. Like I used to have to put this in there for Ubuntu 12, but like now I don't. So I don't fucking know. You tell me. All right, post max size. This means like when you're sending a post request, like how big that entire post request can be. Because I want my upload size to be ridiculously large, I have to also increase the post max size, because you can't just have the upload max file size increase without the post max file size. So that's post max size, and then upload max file size. We make this 4 gigs, but not really, because this is just like 4,000 megabytes. It's not really because in binary that'd be like the fours. It would really be like 496 to fucking do that, but we don't care. All right, display errors. You wanted to have display errors, like because this way, like you can see what the fuck isn't working. You know, it's this actually like if you're like just starting out coding, like just trust me to put display errors on. So they're off. Just change it on. This one right here. Okay, great. Max execution time. You know what? Let's not fuck with these unless you're really. So this basically just like if you're doing some kind of crazy shit, this allows you to like have that file like execute for like forever, like max input time. Like you can change these later. Yes. Great. Memory limit. This allows you like how much memory. I like fucking ramp it up to 2048, but I know some fucking guy right now is like watching this just freaking out at everything I did. All right, now there's another command. So any command with him. So all right, so if a command starts with A2, Apache 2, that's what that means. So Apache 2 enmod, that means enable module. So the way a lot of these things work in Linux is that like features are actually modules, and you have to enable them. So like a lot of these things come like with the module either like enabled or disabled by default. So we're going to Apache 2 enable a module called rewrite, and what that means is you can globally enable URLs without the extension. So like see how here I have like slash Phpmyadmin. That technically is part of that. It's just you know, it was hard coded within that file we imported to have Phpmyadmin go into Apache. So now we're going to enable it globally using this command. There we go. And obviously, look, Apache's kind of nice. It tells you, like, hey, like, just so you know, it ain't going to fucking work until you restart. So we did that. We don't need to restart yet because we need to do some other shit. All right, so this is a file that comes default with Apache. So this right here, this is what all this shit's like. So basically, if you ever use like htaccess, this is like the root level of htaccess, and then htaccess just is like an override. And this actually allows you to use htaccess. It allows htaccess to override these root, you know, server block configuration files. So sudo nano, right? This is Apache. So notice the directory here. So etc Apache 2, sites available, and then 000 default. That's actually what you see the default Apache page. So I like to just set it up as a template. So we go here, and inside these tags, it's like, you know, think like it's like an XML structure. There's a bit of a state to manage here. So we have virtual host and then 80. So virtual host. So this is looking for star everything and then 80. I like to do the real work within here. You can like you can technically put like the server name or the IP address in here. Don't just fucking do it this way. You can if you really want to. You want to get crazy, but if you're watching this tutorial, I guarantee you don't want to get crazy. Okay, so uncomment server name. Right? Actually, I'm sorry. Don't. This is the template. We'll leave it commented, but we're going to add something in there called. We're going to comment it. We're going to call it server alias www.example.com, and we'll actually get rid of it here. So say you want to like have it go to both aliases, or how to like, so right, say you just want, all right, I have this example.com, but if somebody types in www. example.com, I want that to come up too. Or if somebody types in, you know, you can also have more than one alias by separating it by space. You can put like fart.example.com. As long as you have the domain set up, you know, to point to this IP address, then you're good to go. And you can put as many aliases as you want. Server admin, this is you. So if we put my burner email in here, barrynevio@gmail.com. Perfect. Well, we need to add one more piece in here. We're going to add this block to it. So this allows us to do overrides. So you have the document root. Oh, God damn it. Copy. Go into here. And we're going to right click. And there we go. And I think you could so you have to use spaces. It gives that red. I think it's 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're actually a little off there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Lovely. Awesome. Okay. Control X, Y, you know, okay. Save. Did it now. Okay. That did nothing except set us up with a template. Because we're going to basically, anytime we want to add a new server, we're going to copy this file into the same folder that it's in, just renamed with like its actual domain. Do I have any fucking domains? Hold on. What domains do I have that I can give you guys an example? Here, let me check what we got. I might... That's one thing I don't want to show you guys, my goddamn domains. I have 1,000 fucking things, and somebody might be like, herp derp, get a dashboard. Perfect. Hopefully no one was able to see that. Okay. All right, domain list. What we got here? What's this on? Okay, I think I have this shitty domain. It's a fucking terrible domain. I don't give a shit. We're gonna fucking use it anyway. Alright. Alright, so I use Namecheap because I am a piece of shit. So, I have this terrible domain called Social. Are you Social? Okay. So, we're gonna change the name servers to DigitalOcean. So, we'll do, so I just know them off the top of my head. So, ns1.digitalocean.com. I can technically just manage it in here. Doesn't fucking matter. I'll do ns2. But I like DigitalOcean's name servers, like management, way better. We'll hit check. It's going to be like, what are you doing? Could take up to 48 hours. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But in the meantime, whatever. Fuck it. Okay, we're exiting off there. We're on DigitalOcean. We'll go to domains. Sorry, networking. Domains. And we're going to add a domain. We're going to call it social.com. All right. Say NS1, NS2, right? So we have that in there. And we're going to just have an A record for everything, which means like so we just see right here, it tells you what you can put in there and where it's going to go to. It's going to direct you here, the server. Okay, great. I don't think the fucking name servers transfer that fast. Holy shit, they did. The fucking name servers transferred that fucking fast. I have Yo Mama right now. So name servers are transferred. We're fucking DigitalOcean name servers already. That's awesome. And fucking DigitalOcean's name servers are ridiculously fast. That was no time. All right. got my back. Okay, cool. So, oh, and just to like show you what I mean. So like right now, if I type in www, nothing because it's not there. But now if I type in www here, if somebody types in that, you have to point it. That's one of those fucking things people always fail to do. You have to make sure you point every subdomain. You don't have to create a subdomain. The subdomains are basically A records or C names, but we're not going to get into it. That's a different fucking conversation. All right, we're going to do www.social.com. All right, it didn't propagate yet. Well, that propagates. Well, should work. All right, guess not yet. Okay, that one we might have to wait a little bit on. All right, let's journey forward. Okay, so we are adding in virtual host. So we're going to make social.com its own host here. So, right, Apache 2 mod rewrite. Okay, great. Okay, I'm going to add, just for demonstration purposes, let's add more. So we're going to do server1.social.com. Same fucking IP address. And we'll do server2.social.com. All right. So let's do this shit here. Sudo nano. Okay. We did all this. All right. We don't. All right. This right here. This adds users. This is like if you want to modify the code. I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump a little bit here. So we are going to. I'm actually going to add this in here. So we don't need this part yet. So I'm going to add these things in now. We're going to add Apache virtual host. And just ignore what I'm doing here. I'm just grabbing some shit from other notes, and you'll see here in a minute. Add Apache virtual host. Okay, lovely. I'm so itchy. And we need to cp. So we'll do cp. Sites available to domain goes here .conf. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a directory. So sudo make directory. So let's go into var www. So cd /var star. So ls. We'll have this HTML. So let's fucking leave it. I don't give a shit. We're going to start a new folder in here. We're going to call it so mkdir. That's right. We're doing social. So we'll do social.com. Oh, I spelled my fucking shitty domain right. All right, ls, and then let's go into let's also make a directory in social. So social.com / the fuck is it? We need to make a thing. I'm sorry. We'll do let's do a public. Doesn't matter. All right. So if we ls social.com. I am so tired. I'm gonna have to fucking continue this tomorrow. All right. We have public in there. At least I didn't call it pubic. I've done that fucking before. All right. So we have our folder, and okay. So we made our directory. Now we're gonna add a user, but we're gonna make the we're gonna make that user a its own folder here. So so like it'll have like its home directory. So that way, if you ever like log in through FTP, it'll be its home directory. So we're gonna make /www /var /www /social.com, the home directory for this user, and -m over here is the username. So that we want to add. So we're going to call this social user. I think, like, you know what? We'll do this. I don't think that's actually the. That's fine. Yeah, social user. You know what? Let's do hyphenated, because it seems like everything lately has just been hyphenated, not camel case. All right. Yeah, perfect. Directory already exists. Not that's just a warning. It didn't mean so that I add it. Just don't fucking worry about it. We have to set a password to that. So sudo passwd username social user. That user, we have to set a fucking password to it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. So sudo passwd social user. What's the new password? We'll just use 1234. 1234. This is password policy. Lovely. I think that one you don't have to worry about that. So we have a password for that user. We'll call this social user, and this right here is what the hell do we get? Fucking user. No, social user 1234 is the password. Username. Great. All right. And now we have to give this fucking thing permission. So, chown stands for change ownership. -R is recursive. So, we're going to chown R. We're going to recursively put the username in the home folder. So, let's... I should copy this line and fill it in. That's technically like why I make these templates here. So, just copy and fill them in. So, the home folder is /var/w. So, /social.com, and the username is social user. Lovely. So now if we ls-la, well, that social user is the fucking owner of this, but the thing is that it's owned by root, and we just want to change it. So see this user mod, this add. So basically, we just want to like www-data group. So we're going to add it to groups. So if you're familiar with like servers and like groups, so it's like you could have multiple users in a single group and then just assign like access to something to a certain group. So you don't have to do it like individual by individual. Like all those individuals are part of that group. So that way, when you just assign like that group to something, all the individuals that are part of that group have that permission. So this group for Apache is called www-data group, and we want to add the user we just made to that group. So we're gonna run this command user mod. So modify the user's shit. Add group www-data, and we'll do the social user, which is this dude over here. So oh, god damn it! Why can't I do anything right? We'll just type it in fucking manually. Social user. Alright, ls-la. It's still root because I never fucking rechange the ownership. Alright, let's just, we'll add an additional command here, which doesn't really need to be. You can change these like on there and then just copy and paste them. I'm just leaving it so that way I can just, you know, just leave the whole fucking thing for you guys and not have to rewrite anything. Var social.com, and we'll do social user. I really hope you guys can see this. I hope like it's like not too fucking short. If this sucks, you want me to redo it, maybe I'll just fucking redo it again. Social .com. What did I do wrong here? Cannot access /var /www/ no such file or directory. Okay. Alright, what did I do? I'm an idiot and I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? This is the problem with like doing this late. You fucking get tired. Oh, it doesn't say .com. It's /OOM. See? Can I like increase the font size? Can I like Control Plus or something here? Like to... Is there like a thing for me to like... change settings? Could I like... Window appearance... change. Can I like fucking ramp it up to like 20 for you guys to make life easier? Apply. Alright, that's a little fucking ridiculous, but maybe it'll be a little bit better for you guys. Okay, maybe better for me. See, I said I put OOM. Alright, so we'll fucking fix that because we want that. So, sudo chown-r. Alright, ls-la. All of that. Fucking the user, data for that is owned by that person. If I try to log in as this person and it was owned by root, you won't be able to. This is a whole permission thing. You can like try it. You just, you know, you can edit these things later. It's a cool part about this stuff. Alright, so we have a folder in in the like Apache's like default area. Owned by a user. It's just Apache doesn't fucking know what this is. We can go to Zoshal.com. Right, so let's cd Zoshal.com/public ls. Let's nano index.html. Let's do an H1. This is Zoshal. Some shit. I don't fucking know. But anyway, right now, if you go to Zoshal.com, it's not going to work. It's still going to say, never fully propagated. That's the thing. So propagate it for a second. It was like a hot second propagate, but oh, there we go. So Yo Mama. We still got Yo Mama. All right, cool. Because it doesn't know. It's still pulling from this folder. It's not pulling from this fucking folder yet. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to set up a virtual host. So we encapsulate it into its own fucking folder and it understands the request. So this command right here, copy and paste that little default one to domain goes here. And when I mean domain goes here, copy, and we'll paste. Just right click to paste. Domain goes here is Zoshal.com. You can do really whatever the fuck you want there. It doesn't matter. I just keep it as a domain to like make life easier. All right. So I copied that file to there, and now let's edit this file. So this file. Oh, that's the thing. So you touch it. Fucking all right. Sudo. I don't do just nano. We're logged in as root. You guys probably should just stay like that. I don't care. I don't care what the fucking neckbeards think. Domain goes here. All right. Well, it obviously didn't fucking copy, or I did it fucking... Oh, because I'm a moron. Because Zoshal.com, not Zoshal.com. That's what I fucking copied to, right? Alright, CP, Zoshal. Yeah, this right here is what I did. I'm just a fucking idiot. Okay. Alright, so here we go. So this is the thing we copied. Now what we're just going to do is we're going to uncomment this. Alright, and we're going to do Zoshal. And over here we'll do the www version. So It's fine. And then we are in social.com/public. I like to do it so that way, like, you know, you have like something to put, like, so you were doing Laravel. Laravel is a public folder, and that's where you'd host from. So you'd like put all your Laravel files like in social.com, and then like the public files would go in here, so that way, you know, it works really nice. But, you know, you just want that layer there, so that way, like, if you were to log in through FTP, you have an area where it's not publicly hosted, but then in public is where it's hosted. And then you have to do it one more time in here. Social.com/public. This right here, so follow symbolic links, allow override, require granted, you know, it's all. Okay, cool. So, obviously, that's not going to fucking work yet, because Apache doesn't know what to do there. So, we have to add to, so, A2 and site, add, Apache 2 enable site, and we're going to do, the fuck you call this thing? Social.com. Or just domain goes here. I'll put for this thing. So that way you're not like fucking with this thing. Alright. Add to end site. Social.com. Okay, cool. So you have to activate. You must run this, right? Because right now, if you fucking ain't do shit. So if we do sudo service apache 2 restart, you can run this right here, and it'll do the same fucking thing. It doesn't matter. I just do it this way. And now here we go. There we go. This is social. So now this knows that. And now if we go to like that other one we had here, so we have server 1 pointed to the same domain. If we like go here, you're gonna get the OMAMA again. So you have the separate things. It's the same point of the same thing. It just knows that like when it goes to this domain, when this domain's requested, it's gonna go into this fucking folder, and you're nice and encapsulated. So you know, you can make a server 1, you just copy and paste it. So fucking, you know, run through the same thing. I usually just do it like this, you know, like fucking the same goddamn thing. One more fucking time, doesn't matter. Just copy and paste this as many times as you want with new domains. Go crazy. And then if you want to disable them, we'll do it. So add to this site. That disables the site if you don't want it there anymore, but doesn't delete the configuration file. And then you delete the configuration file. All this does is, so like, see how here it's like a site's available? So if we go here, you'll see 2 folders. Just like CD and LS. So we have sites available and sites enabled. So when you run this command, add to end site, it just creates a symbolic link to sites enabled. So if you go to CD sites enabled here and LS, see how these are blue, like hot light blue? That usually just mean like that's symbolically. So if you do LS-LA, all these are like these are symbolic links from sites available. That's it. So and now in order to access to we'll make FTP. Fuck, did I have it? I have a lot of shit in here. This I have Laravel in here, like, you know, install Composer. You know, I go real crazy into this. There's a lot of stuff. So, you know, fuck with it, have fun. So, let's we already added this right here. We already have those FTP users, right? Domain. So it's still FTP. So, Pro FTPD is perfect. Yes. Alright, that's installed, and we're going to configure this. Here, let's just keep consistent here. So, alright, turn off IPv6. Use IPv6. No. Uncomment default root. Okay, this is very important. So, where, paste default root, uncomment that. Lovely. Required valid shell. So we're just going to uncomment it and we're going to keep it remained off. So where? So I was right below it. So required valid shell. Just keep it off. Just uncomment it. That's it. And then uncomment auth order. So I believe this is so like we can just use the PAM users. Auth order. That's it. So we just want to make sure that this is it. You can technically just copy and paste these into the bottom of the fucking file and it would work without like having to manually go through it and do it. But exit, yes, go, done. And like every service, you got to restart it. So sudo service for FTPD restart. Done. Now, do I have a FileZilla? I do have FileZilla. Okay, so if we go to social leave me alone.com or the IP address, I hit quick connect. Cannot log in, so it knows it's there. So username, we're gonna do the guy we created. Who was it? Who the fuck did we create on this thing? Social user. So there we go. Social user and password 1234. Quick connect. There we go. Public. We have an issue though. This I created this as a root user on here, so this isn't owned by a root. So technically, if I try to delete this, it probably won't let me. Oh, never mind. Okay, cool. So I guess I did inherit the permission. All right, but now if we refresh in here, you know, it's gone. Now, obviously, you have to like constantly copy and paste into there. So like, what we can do is let's set up like SMB, so that way, if we want to like edit or like do something really quick, it takes 3 fucking seconds, and then we're done. Then I'll go to fucking bed. I promise I will go to bed after this last piece, and then this is all fucking yours. I didn't even show you like how to like. You're fine. This is all you really need. Let's see. The hell's I gonna do? I'm so tired. I keep fucking forgetting what I'm doing. SMB share. SMB. What do I? Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're going to. All right. No, okay, so install Samba. I already... Samba. Yes. Okay. And we're just going to make the same user. So the social user, we're just going to make it the same fucking user. Across the board. So, sudo Samba password add -a social user. Because we're going to make a separate password for this user just for Samba. SMB, whatever you want to call it. Social user. New SMB password 1234. 1234. Just keep it consistent. Same fucking thing. Done. Okay, so we have a Samba user, which is the same. We basically add that user to Samba. Okay, so we're going to configure the Samba file. Go to the bottom here. Doesn't fucking matter. And we're just going to copy this. So here we go. Your domain here. This is just the name of the share. I just keep it somewhat consistent. So social.com. I like to keep this all caps. Makes it nice. And this is going to be social user. Not read only. That's not what we want in there. Sudo service SMB restart. That's a fucking command. That would break the whole goddamn thing. I'm just going to call that. Okay. Done. So now we're going to restart. And this is the beautiful part about it. So let's go into Windows. And let's map a network drive. We'll do // social.com. And we'll hit browse. There we go. And there we are. Zolschul.com. Click on OK. And finish. It's gonna it's gonna prompt me to put in credentials, I believe. I hope. Device I could connect using different credentials. Finish. What? How's your problem, man? Well, then, let me connect as a different person. What the fuck? Oh my god, you jerk off. Let's make it the T drive. Reconnect it, sign up. Browse. Connect using different credentials. Pain in my ass. Okay. Did I do something fucking wrong? I mean, idiot. You wanna know what? Read only, valid users. Did I care about the fucking printers? Don't give a shit about these, alright? This shouldn't fucking affect us. Okay, so let's maybe... Okay, let's just go through this real quick, see what the fuck I messed up here. Global, we don't give a shit about that. What the hell? Map to guest, bad. This optionally how it's a... It's all fucking fine. This is all fine. But I need to reboot the whole fucking server. Sometimes it's the issue. Just gotta reboot the whole damn thing. User share allow guests. Maybe that is the issue. Yes. Also, hold on. Let me go to the bottom here. Double check everything. /var/www/zoschul.com and users zoschul-user. Read only no. Okay, that should be it. And we'll sudo service smbd. Restart, and you know what? Let's just fucking reboot the whole goddamn thing. So sudo reboot, and here we go. We're rebooting the server. You should be able to see that on DigitalOcean in real time. Go here, droplets, San Fran over here. Lovely. Just doing its thing. Come up pretty fast. It's ridiculously fucking fast. All right. See how fast it reboots? It's ridiculous. Okay, now let's see what happened. Go here. Also, Windows sucks, so you never know. Oh, there we go. That's why. Here we go. It was on my separate screen. I'm an idiot. I fucked up, so it was fine. I'm just a fucking moron because it went to a separate screen. That's the thing. So it went to my other screen. I didn't see it. So it worked fine the whole fucking time. I'm just a moron. Okay. It keeps going on to my off screen, my one that I'm not sharing. So //zoschul.com. What a terrible domain. What the hell was I thinking? Okay. Click on it, and then I click on OK. On my other screen over here, this shit popped in, so that's all I have to do. So here we go, and we're just gonna put our shit in that we made. So Zoschul user and 1 2 3 4, and remember my credentials. Okay, done, and finish. And look at that. Here we go. We have public and everything in here. So let's fucking open with code, and we'll add a new fucking thing in here. Let's do call this one index.php. Lovely. And we'll call this Hey, guy. And we'll hit save. Control S. Okay, perfect. So it saves right to that disk. And so now we can kind of do something in real time, basically. You know, like, so we're at social. Hit OK. There we go. Hey, guy. So now we just keep, like, editing this thing, like, you know, doesn't fucking matter what it is, and refresh, and it's fucking done. You know, it's like, so you don't have to do, like, through FTP 1,000 times. It's easier to do, and, you know, you can manage databases however you want. You know, as long as it's just about user accounts, that's it. That's how all databases are. That's how it does in cPanel. It's how, like, you know, you make a database, and then the permissions. So the privileges to it. So that way, you know, like the person you assign to that can only access that database. You know, so you do privileges. When you add a new user, you know, this person is only getting grant all privileges on tables, salty balls, nothing else. You don't global privilege it, and that's it. Nobody can interfere with each other. All right, that's really it. There's a whole bunch of other shit in here too. Like I have, like, you know, Composer, like installing Composer. You know, JWT, so PHP JWT module. If you really get advanced into it, that's really it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. My 2 a.m. delirious. Sorry, it's 3. Holy fuck! It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm so fucked. All right, good night.